In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of Jewel Cave National Monument. This beautiful and incredibly large cave system exists in the Black Hills in South Dakota. It's completely accessible to just about anyone who can hike and walk and get around. Now, if the cave is too scary for you, you can come and enjoy the visitor center. There's a little theater here. Let's see, where is it? So there's a theater here that you can experience, and there's a lot of information that you can glean just from the visitor center and the theater. It's definitely worth visiting this. Now, currently, at the time of this filming, there are over 170 miles of known caves in the Jewel Cave system, but according to barometric and airflow analysis, that's only like 5% of the total known possible caves based on the mathematical analysis. So there literally could be thousands of miles of total cave space and passages and tunnels and all that sort of things in the Jewel Cave system. It's really pretty crazy. If this cave system actually connects to the Wind Cave like 45 minutes from here, and more passages are discovered, this could actually exceed Carlsbad Caverns and Mammoth Caves, but we'll see. That has yet to be discovered because there's so many caves and distances in here that it really takes a huge amount of effort for teams to get in and out. Now, the reason this is called Jewel Caves is because of the calcite crystals that develop, and they're all over the cave, so it makes them look like little jewels. It's really quite pretty. Interestingly, there are popcorn formations in here that the caving ranger, the tour I went on, he actually said scientists aren't exactly sure how those form. It's supposed to be from splashing water, but that doesn't totally make sense from what is said in the visitor center. So I'll go with the cave scientist and researcher theory of we don't exactly know that, which is interesting because people claim all these things, being able to pontificate the future, tell me the weather 100 years from now and all this stuff, but you don't know how these little formations of rocks develop. Right. But anyway, so coming in here, the cave tour is extremely inexpensive. It's just a couple bucks, so it's easily accessible to anyone with even the smallest budget. I mean, your gas will definitely eat up more getting here than the actual cave tour. Now, currently, the elevators are disabled because they're being repaired and upgraded. So there's going to be a modified cave tour that brings you down to the left of the facility, the visitor center, and you hike down and you get to explore about 1.5 miles of total hiking time, which is pretty cool. But once the system opens back up, you can actually go way down into the cave, and then you take your elevator ride back up. It's pretty neat. There's also a lantern tour as well. That's currently not going because of the whole pandemic thing. But besides that, once this opens up again, there's a huge amount to see. So if you're anywhere near northeast Wyoming, southwest, or western South Dakota, it is well worth your time to come here. Now, make sure not to show up late because tickets sell out. This place can get jam-packed. There are a limited number of tickets to make sure to maintain the cave properly. And it's going to sit down, but it's totally soaked. But one of the things about it is the National Park actually puts a lot of effort into maintaining this cave. They actually put tarps under the walkways, and they collect, it's like, what was it, 13 pounds of lint and dust, and lint from your jackets and hair and skin just from falling off people over the year. It's incredible the residue we actually leave as we walk around. So it's definitely kudos to the Park Service for being able to maintain this cave and make it enjoyable for people in the future. And I can't remember the exact park statement, but it's definitely well worth the effort to come out here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tour you around the visitor center, show you around that, and then I'm going to take you on the little cave trail, which they say is lightly maintained. That's one of the nicest trail hikes I've ever been on. And then I'm actually going to take you into the cave tour, show you a little video of it, and then close out. So you're going to get the full experience of the modified cave tour. So as you're watching this on YouTube, and hopefully you find it pretty interesting, if you think you really like it, you can definitely come check this out. So I'm going to take you over to the entrance there, walk you around, and then we'll continue on. I'm here at the alternate entrance of Jewel Cave National Monument. This is the area where, when the elevators aren't operating, the Park Service has everybody hike down. It's about a 1/2 mile trail. It took me 10 minutes to hike from the visitor center down to this alternate entrance. It's not too bad, but the park recommends taking at least 20 minutes before you get down here. That way you're not rushed, you miss the tour. If you miss the locked door, shoot, you're out. So definitely want to be prepared and come down here. One critical thing in the cave is you must have closed-toe shoes. If you have hiking sandals, Crocs, whatever, they won't let you in. Like, undoubtedly, undefinedly can't get you in because, oops, people get hurt and you don't want to have that happen. So that's something to be mindful of. Tennis shoes, hiking boots, or whatever, but they have to be closed-toe, can't be sandals or anything. Now, Jewel Cave is highly popular in the Black Hills area. It can sell out during the day, so you want to show up as early as you can. If you show up at 2 o'clock and think you're going to get a ticket during the summer, put it out of your mind. This modified tour is about 1.5 miles of total hiking. It's very modern, easy to do. It's a fun experience to actually get underground and see what this beautiful monument is like in the Black Hills area. Now, interestingly, there is radon gas in this cave, which of course we know is poisonous. And if you don't know, radon gas is poisonous because it's a low-level radioactive gas. However, the ranger said that you have to be in here at least 40 hours a week before it to become poisonous, so a tour of 1.5 hours is no big deal.
Yeah. Scenic tour, it goes about 1.5 miles, but today we're not going to be going the entire thing. We'll be going about 0.1 to 50 miles of the cave, and then going part of it. Now, here in the cave, how many miles of cables and wires do you think you have?
50?
No, maybe 100. We have about 10 miles of cables and wires in this cave, 135 lights. All of the lights are LED. Anybody know why they're LED?
So they don't produce any moss?
Ah, yes, so they don't produce any heat, well, which would also not produce moss. Let me stop right here for a second. So, this black stuff on the wall, as I said before, don't touch anything. That is manganese. Manganese will stain your skin. It's basically like an organic gooey substance that comes from gypsum after it undergoes a decomposition from an organic decomposition process. And then it just kind of forms on the walls very slowly. Okay? Don't touch it. It is the same stuff that also turns amethyst crystals purple, and it helps to make dry cell bags. It rarely forms on the surface because it decomposes at a higher rate than down here in the cave, where it's pretty much stable down here. So, we're going down a steeper part right here. This is slight incline, so use the hand railing if you want. Above us, right here, we'll point out some cave formations, so you can identify them in the cave. So first we have these little crystals right here. They are a rhombohedral, which means seven-sided, rhombohedral crystals called nailhead spar. Nailhead spar forms after the dogtooth spar, which will be seen shortly. Stay on the walls. As you can see, most of them are on the wall. In some places, little crevices called vugs, V-U-G-S. Those are where you find a lot of the dogtooth spars. Dogtooth spars, there's some down here. If Cam...
What image?
All of the sediment, everything got raised up. And then because a lot of metamorphic these spires that you see in Western State Park are metamorphic. They are too tough. Yeah, too tough. But the Black Hills is named the Black Hills because of the trees. Because the
Well, should we start waiting in line on like August 1st?
no, we actually don't sell out nearly as fast as Wind Cave.
No, they were saying he had limited tours. Get here early, man. We were first.
Yeah, no, we're glad that you did that because a lot of people can get pretty annoyed that they don't get in because they're like, oh, we came all the way from San Diego. I'm like, yeah, well, did you look at the website?
Also, you didn't do it, Pop. We were going to go to Rocky Mountain, and it's like, they got to do time.
Yeah, we don't need that yet.
I honestly think that that's whatever, dude. Come over here.
That's cool. Okay, folks, you can open up the other door.
Really? Yeah. I know. It's a great
No, we're here. The color is.
I hope you've enjoyed my short tour of Jewel Cave National Monument. This incredible system of caves could literally be thousands of miles long. There are only about 170 known miles, and it just simply keeps going, so it's starting to push the realm of human endurance. So if you, a scientist, or maybe your kids, figure out a way to be able to extend their time in the cave, they may be the next greatest explorers to discover what's underground in the South Dakota area of Black Hills. Super spectacular, well worth the time to visit. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I am a polar explorer, oddly enough. Love exploration and a professional adventurer and traveler. Please check out the link below to my show World Beyond and Antarctic Tears, where you can watch my expeditions and my travels around the world to take you to some of the places that are beautiful, crazy, and plain fascinating. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out my books, Antarctic Tears, Lost at Windy Corner, Adventure Expedition 1, How to Keep Your Feet Warm in the Cold, the 2024 Total Eclipse Guides, and the Jackson Hole Hiking Guide. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy your cave tours.